let's jump down to this next one here. I thought this is pretty good. The person responsible for several DDoS attacks against gaming companies has been sentenced to 27 months in prison and to pay $95,000 in damages. So they'd attacked multiple games in 2013 and 2014, including Dota 2, League of Legends, and just Battle.net in general. Apparently, this person was part of a team known as Derp Trolling, which also had a Twitter account, and this account had bragged about the DDoS successes publicly, and this evidence was successfully used in court against him, and now he's going to prison. I thought that was pretty great. But how do you guys feel about, I always hear about like DDoSing and, like games going down for this reason, and I like never really thought about it. I think the only thought that ever crosses my mind is like, okay, who's the like fucking dickhead that would take the time to do this and like ruin everybody's good time? But I never really thought about like, you can actually go to prison for this because like it's illegal.
I think it's pretty cool that they finally got somebody for it. I feel like I've not heard a story like this ever since DDoSing has been a thing. That used to drive me. I remember when it was like in full swing, like 2012, 2013, 2014, like people were doing it a lot. Like you could have small time people doing it. Sounded like, it could just.
I remember shit getting DDoSed all the time. I remember it happened in League of Legends a lot.
Well, yeah, and like, I mean, it should definitely be illegal, and you should definitely get punished for it because like you're costing like a company revenue. You know what I mean? Like you're knocking down their revenue generator. For
that 95, damn son.
Yeah, dude got smoked. I'm sure they made a ton of money though from DDoSing and things like.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like
people paid them to.
I don't. Maybe.
I don't think so.
And if you think about it, like
kind of just.
This, it was probably just for fun, but I'm sure there's people out there getting paid to do this.
Yeah.
Well, sure, and I can guarantee you the company's lost way more than $95,000.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
sure.
I just
for sure.
I mean, it's a lot for like an individual to pay, sure, but like for how much like they actually fuck the companies over, it's really like not that much.
Okay.
Because think about all the energy like they have to put in of like tech support and stuff, like fixing things and getting things back, and then all the revenue you miss out on while the shit's down. Like people can't, no microtransactions, nobody can buy a skin, whatever. You know what I mean?
All the customer support shit. I'm sure everybody was like calling in the first few times.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, why is my game broken? Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like what's like the I've never understood like what the motivation is to even do something like it. I mean, obviously their account's called Derp Trolling, so I think we
know the
motivation.
It's
but
like a power dynamic thing. Like it's like people get like power. They get a big rise out of it. Believe me, the hacking shit is like it's weird. It's like,
but I mean, that's not power. That's just you get like a half an hour of just like being.
Oh, you don't realize, man.
I mean, that's not a huge company by themselves, like crippling.
Yeah, but for like a very, very temporary point in time. I mean, and then they're just like right back up.
I don't know, man.
I think it's lame. I think it's lame.
Logically, just think about it. I know it's lame. It's stupid. But I mean, psychologically, these people are like, "Oh, I'm ruining these people's days." These companies, then they'll do like the anarchy shit. They're like, "Oh, these companies are making so much money. Fuck them. Let's ruin their day." Like that kind of thinking.
Yeah, I know you're probably right.
These I don't understand it. It's like ego tripping, They get these skills. I mean, this isn't easy to do this shit. I mean, you have to have really good hacking skills, I would imagine, to get the ports to their servers to be able to do this. Like you'd have to have pretty good hacking skills, I would figure. I don't know though. I'm not a hacker.
I don't think it was too technical. I don't want to get into that, but it sounded like at one point in time that just about anybody, if you looked on how to do it, you could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's harder now. But
right. Oh yeah,
initially it wasn't.
There's more security now.
Sure, right.
But back in the day, DDoS. I think DDoSing is just flooding the
just
server and then putting it and it puts it makes a loop potentially, and then it just continually crashes the servers.
Yeah, you just flood the server with like requests or whatever, and it can't process them. So like they just get queued up in like a big long line, you know, and it never gets everybody else jammed up in there too, and you're fucked.
Yeah, but I remember, it's to get DDoSed. I remember that was like the thing, you know, you'd hear like from your friends, like, yeah, they got DDoS. Like it was like cool to have that, to know that information, you know,
like you were personally getting DDoSed by like, that's why you were losing your games.
I remember Motley Owen. You remember how Motley Owen was always like, yeah, I got DDoS. I remember he used to do that with SOCOM and shit. Be like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, man, got DDoSed.
If you were losing, you were getting DDoS that day. Like someone said the server's hard, like there was no way you could overcome.
The lag was horrible, man. They must have started up DDoS.
That reminds me of standby, and on Halo 2, you hit the standby button on your router.
I remember that.
You get kicked to the blue screen while those guys were still playing, and they'd beat you in the match by the time you came back into the match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not DDoS, but that just reminds me of that.
Well, you remember lag switches?
Yeah.
Was that really a thing?
Yeah, when people would
PS2?
People used to say it. I know that.
You used to hit you would just turn something on like that would eat up a bunch of bandwidth on your internet connection, and so you would start lagging real bad. But I guess people would like manipulate it
in shooters. People did it a lot in shooters.
So they just start glitching around the map, killing people.
Is swatting still a thing? Or has that gone away?
I don't remember.
Is that with the doors? You talking about with the doors?
No, when they used to like call like SWAT teams in on people that would like stream it and stuff.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah. Didn't some people get in a lot of trouble for that?
I would hope so.
Dude, you know how much it costs to get a fucking SWAT team to go out to somewhere?
It's like the worst thing ever. I can't believe that was like
tragedy.
a trend.
In a little bit. That's probably been a year. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Did you see the new thing where like these kids are like picking up ice cream in grocery stores and like licking the ice cream and putting it back in the freezers?
Oh yeah, what the?
Well, didn't that all start?
Stupid. That's the epitome of
Wasn't
fucking
that lady
stupid.
gonna go to jail
these
for
people
like
are
20 years because someone got a video of her licking the ice cream and putting it back? So now everybody's doing it.
The story I heard was the ice cream company tracked him down.
Nah.
And she got a felony from it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I think they should have to pay money. I don't.
She's
I guess
not gonna go to jail.
What were you gonna say, Matt?
In the store.
I was just gonna say there's got to be something better for people to do than lick ice cream in grocery stores and put it back on the shelf.
It's fucking infamous. It's notoriety, man.
I saw a picture of
that's not notoriety, Ben. No one knows.
I saw a picture of a like.
No, I'm talking about when they take the videos of them.
Go ahead, Josh.
When they take videos of the fucking, so they get like they put it on social media. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of them putting locks on them to see employees, whether it's fake or not. I don't know.
What on what on the doors?
Cooler doors, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To get ice cream.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you're that hell bent on getting notoriety, I just don't think that that's the way to do it. Then you're just known for being an asshole for
I just want to know
the next 10 years.
If that was true, like how did this ice cream company go about tracking this lady down?
There's no way.
they hide.
Well,
they have a task force.
Right. Get
Like
out of
DDoS.
here. Yeah.
Kind of like Wolf's idea for enforcing
the League of Legends or whatever, Riot Games task force.
Yeah, the Riot Games task force. It's the same thing. These ice cream companies have them.
Haagen-Dazs gets David Hasselhoff. They give him like a shred of like he's like a bloodhound. He like a piece of your clothing, and he
Ben and Jerry's is Steven Seagal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's a leader, at least.
It's the cookie tracking in the cookies and cream. It's easy. Yeah. It's so simple.
Oh God, so stupid.